Hello everybody, I am here to show you all this new design that I did this morning on my eyes. I hope you can see it and I hope that it shows up really well. I don't know what I want to call it. I'm thinking I want to call it green sparkle maybe. I don't know, but I did it this morning for work. Actually, what you're seeing now is how I look after I've gotten in from work all day. So I haven't touched it up or anything, but I want to show you all how I did this. Let me see, maybe if I turn on this little, oh, it's not plugged in. Alright, so this is the style that I'm going to do. And I think, like I said, I think I'm going to call it Green Sparkle. So if you like it, stick around and watch the show. Okay, so I'm applying the eyeshadow primer, Urban Decay primer. Now I am going to apply some NYX white milk as a base. And I want it kind of heavy here on the eyeshadow lid so that way that light green can really pop against my darker skin. Selecting the green, it's on the third row in. And we're using the 88 palette. And we're just going to pack it on. And I know the white milk cream base looks a little messy in the background. And if you see in the corner how it's kind of a little messy, I didn't smooth it out. It's going to come to bite me in the butt right about now, where you'll see it's not kind of like the shadow. You can see where it's sticking to the white base, but not where there isn't any. But it's okay. I pretty much was kind of rushing to try to do this because I had food cooking downstairs. So just make sure when you put on that base that you really kind of like spread it out wherever you want your makeup to be, so it can go on evenly. Then we're going to get a darker green, and you're going to get your blender brush, a nice fluffy blending brush, and just smooth it out. And the best thing to do is always start with a little bit, and if you need more, you can of course get more. But always start with a little bit and add on as you move. And just add in some more, just to make it a little darker. And we blend. Now I've taken an angled fluffy brush and I'm going to dip it into the black, which is at the very bottom corner on the 88 palette. And then with the wider end pointing out, I just kind of start from the corner and sweep across with the black, and we're just going right there in like a V shape right there at the corner, and only right there within the crease line. Now if you have a smaller brush or a crease brush, you can definitely use that if you want to. I'm not one to have 50 million different kind of brushes. I have maybe, I don't know, maybe 8 to 10 brushes, and that's what I use. And so then we're going to get your fluffy blending brush again, that same one we used earlier, and you just want to blend it out. And I kind of sped up a little bit here just so that we could go ahead and get through the process. But you just want to blend it out right there in that crease. And I noticed that the other one is a little darker, so I dipped back into the black with that blending brush and just added a little bit more to it. And like I said, you know, you can always dip in and add more. We're going to go back into that green that we put on with the blending brush in the beginning, that darker green, and just kind of go over it a little bit because it was looking more black and less green. So just to add a little green to kind of smooth out that black. Now I'm taking the LA Splash. It's a splash proof sealer for eyeshadow. And I'm just going to place it on that light green that I had on the bottom of my eyelid and just pat it in. And it dries pretty quickly, so you want to kind of, you know, move pretty quickly. Then you're going to take some sparkling glitter. This happens to be some Sally Girl clear glitter. And it has some different colors when, you know, depending on how the light hits it. But what happens is when you put it on this green on your eyelid, it pretty much takes the color of that eyeshadow color that you're placing it on. And so you just want to pat that on, and you can make it as heavy or as light as you want it. You know, I'm going to work, so although I'm adding sparkle and jazzing it up a little bit, I don't want to look too crazy. Now just take a small little smudge brush, and you want to go dip it into the two greens that you used on the top of your eyelid. Some people go ahead and do this in the beginning when they're working with the colors. I never know if I want to do this on the bottom or not each time I do my eyes, so I usually end up kind of doing it all out of order. But just dip it into the light green, do the inner half first, and then that darker green, and do the outer half next. Then you want to get some NYX Concealer, or you can use just a lighter eyeshadow shade. I chose to use this new NYX Concealer, CJ06 Glow, I believe is the color that I got at the beauty supply store. And this is a pretty big brush to use for this part of my eye, but it just happened to be the one that I grabbed. And again, I apologize because I really didn't do a good job of blending throughout the rest of this, because I was trying to hurry up, like I said, to get down and do dinner because I had it cooking, as well as I'm not as close to my mirror as I normally am because I'm trying to stay in focus so that you all can see me. But you want to blend that in. I love this eyeliner pen. Found it at a beauty store. I think it's LA Girl, but it's got this felt tip, and you don't have to do anything. It's just you just line your eye and go. It's awesome. You don't have to dip in anything. You don't have to wipe off any excess. You just wipe, and it gives you a nice line. Oh, it's driving me crazy to see how I didn't blend that in, but I couldn't see it that good. This is a NYX Silver Eye Pencil. You can use any silver eye pencil you want to use. I chose silver to go in the inner third of my eye just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. You can choose to do that, or you can just take a black line all the way across, or you can choose not to do anything. Then just get a black pencil, whatever kind you want. That just happens to be the kind that I had right then, and line the other 2/3 of your eye. Here's a eyebrow kit from NYX. I'll put the color down in the bottom, the actual color. You want to get a fine point angle brush, dip it in the gel and then the color. I'm using the lighter of the two browns, and just go along the bottom to kind of get that nice defined line. Just to give you that nice crisp look. And then you just want to feather it in. I don't like the drawn in fake looking eyebrows. I like my eyebrows to look natural and not look like I took a crayon to them. So although it may not look like anything's being put on there, it really is. I'm filling in the spaces. And you're just doing light feathery strokes. Then I took the darker color and just drew out the rest of my line. And again, it's driving me crazy because I see it's not totally lined up. But like I said, I'm always back for my mirror so I can stay in focus for you guys. And that's normally not what happens, because I'm all up in the mirror usually, making sure I get everything. Then you just want to get your your mascara, and put it on. And there you go. There's my eye mascara put on and everything, and then that's the final look of the eye. And now I'm just going to show you everything else that I used. This is a bronzer, and I kind of put it underneath my eyes just to brighten up underneath there because I have the coon eyes thanks to my mom. Across the forehead, down the nose, middle of the lips and chin, and just kind of brush it out. I happen to be using this Mary Kay blush, which I really like. It's very pigmented, so you only need a little bit. And it's not really showing up too well on this camera. The lighting's not all that great. But I put just a little bit on my cheek. Plus, I don't like it really red anyways. I don't want to look like a clown. Again, I'll put the color down in the information box, the exact color. But NYX lip pencil. Oh, this lip gloss, love it. Found it in a beauty supply place the other day, and I love it. Absolutely love it. It's not sticky, not really thick. It feels really nice, and it gives your lips a really nice moisturized feel, as well as adding a nice color. Love it. If you find it, get it. And there you go. Hope you like it. There's my finished look.